Hey tubers, it's me again. So, um, it's time to rebuild the pull starter on that the hedger that came in. You know, the one that was all rusted up. Well, we took care of the blades and everything, but I just went and I redid the starter here. I'm gonna put you on the tripod. I just went and redid the starter, and some of you guys might want to see how it's done. So it's all back to the way that it really should be. I'm going to move the camera over here. Get to the best light. And we're going to do this from start to finish. Live, no editing. So anyways, if you remember from before, it was this. That's the way that it came in. So we're ditching this. We're replacing it. It's always nice to keep a few extra parts laying around. So we'll put these back over here. This is my little bin over here. You can see like where I keep parts and stuff for when I need them. I'll straighten that out here in a little bit, but you know, lots of little things, and you never know. Like when they pop up, they can turn a pain in the butt job into a quick job. So, anyways, here we go. We're gonna do this. Okay, guys. Get the best light for you. And to do this job, basically, you're gonna need a little pair of pliers. I have this little pick that I use for pulling out the rope, and let's get going. So, first of all, there is on this one. This is actually an HS81R, and in a lot of the Stihl machines use the same type of recoil or what do you call them, pull starter. So there's going to be that little starter pawl right there has a pin that sticks up out of there, and then this little special pin, so like when you pull on it, it deploys the pawl, and then when you let it back in, it makes it go back in. So it's real important that this thing can move freely after you reassemble it. Okay, so you're just going to take a pair of pliers. I'm going to pull this pin off. You're just trying to do it without losing it. So, all right, there's the pin. Put it over here on my little magnetic strip. There's a washer that goes on top of this too, so you want to get that out of there. Set that off to the side, and then just so I don't end up tripping on this or whatever, I'm going to take that pawl out. So everything's over here on the magnetic bar. Okay, so now you got it right here. It's still got the rope. We're going to take and like remove the old rope. So here's what I do. I'm going to take and pull and get a little bit of slack going for this rope right there, and then now I'm just going to take and unwind it off the spool. And we're going to do all this stuff in reverse, guys, to take and put this back together. You'll see. So now this will go one time around. It's lined up. There's no tension left on the spring now. So I can actually go and just wiggle it to make sure that it's free and lift it right out. Okay, there's the spring still down in there. Okay, and now I'm just going to I'm going to pull the old rope out like this and undo the knot. This takes a second. You can cut that if you've got extra rope or you're putting in brand new rope. So now here we are. There's that piece. Here's a new handle. Here's a new rope. What you're going to do, you're going to burn this off just a hair or heat it up. Careful, it's going to be warm. Straighten it out like there. Okay, so now if you do the method that I do, where I already took and put this handle on, I'll show you that part too, because you want to see everything. You know, take and like put a knot up in here, and the way that I use that knot for me, it's a figure 8. See how it goes down around? It looks like an 8, and then push it through. That way, when you're pulling on the rope, that piece of the rope stays in the middle, and it can't pull itself through. So that's the knot that I use for the handle. Okay, so we're done with that. Here's this. Now we're gonna put it together. We're back over here. We're gonna take it, feed the rope. Can't see through the camera. We're gonna feed the rope up through. We're gonna take the starter, and you will see that little break right there has got to go right here on that spring. That's where it actually hangs onto itself. So we're going to take like this, make sure that it's lined up, gently push it down, and we've already caught the spring. So we're good to go on that. Before we even do that, we know that that's gonna go in there, no problem. Gonna come back here, feed the rope up through, make a little knot. This one I do not use the figure 8, I just do a regular knot like this, because I want it to fit down inside of there. So if I take and I pull, ideally I want it to be flush or below grade. You can see that the knot is not sticking up through there. Okay, so take out a little bit of the slack on the rope. Again, we're gonna line this part up, stick it on there. We got that. Now we're gonna put it back together in reverse order. We're gonna put that little starter pawl in there. Make sure that it has free operation, working back and forth. And we're gonna put this little washer back on top. And then this pin is a little bit tricky. What you want to do is to get it. That loop has got to go on the outside of that pawl right there. See that? So I'm going to do that, and then here's where your handy dandy pliers come in. Take and get it started over here. Oh. The farther out you can do it, the better off you're going to be. Okay, I got it on there, but I missed the pawl. So I'm just going to pick it up if I can. Live as it happens, boys and girls. No editing. I want to get that. Whoopsie. You know why this is happening to me? Because it's going to happen to you too. Here's like this. See if we can get it back down here. And there's one side. And there's the other side. And give it a little push. So now it does what it's supposed to do. See how it is? Looks like that could go down just a hair more. Okay, it's on there. Now, here's what I do. I don't do all that little windy, crazy stuff on this thing. So I'm going to go like this. I know where the rope goes. I have all the extra slack. I'm just going to start winding it up on the spool. Winding. The rope will get a little bit twisted like this. Pull the handle out so you don't end up with a knot in it. and then bring it back in again. Just keep winding this up. Just keep winding this up. See, like I'm almost out. Keep watching, guys. So now here, it's like it doesn't have any tension on it. So now for the last part of this, you're gonna pull the rope out, let it go back in, and you want to put like one extra wind on it. Take and lift the rope up like this. Go around one more time and then let it go. Now that put the proper tension on the rope, and it's not overloading that spring. What you don't want to do is like have it wound up so tight so that when you pull the rope all the way out, that the spring is actually stopping it. You don't want that. You want the knot to be the part that stops it. So there it is, you guys. Paul deploys. Paul goes back in. It's done. Just that fast, just that easy.
Shut up, Meg.
We got more stuff coming up, and I'll video it as it happens. That's a HS81R recoil starter. We just put in a new rope. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you on the next one. I'm done. I'm out.